Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here. Today we are back in Forza Horizon 3 for more Blizzard Mountain, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Ford Focus RSRX. Now this is Ken Block's Gymkhana car. This thing is a, this thing rips. I left a sound clip in the beginning of the video so you guys could see how it actually sounded. It just, without any commentary, without anything over it. And it's an insane sounding car. It's an insanely fast car. And the way it grips on the snow is really, really cool because it doesn't feel like a normal all-wheel drive car. It doesn't really have that normal all-wheel drive push. It's really well set up to swing the back end around, but when you get on the power, the front end just kicks in really smooth and just pulls you right through a corner. So this thing is probably the best vehicle in the game for the snow park circuit. It's just that good. It's probably the best for the snow park circuit because the snow park circuit relies heavily on the e-brake, and like you can see right there, you just pull the e-brake a tiny little bit. You just you tap the e-brake, and it just slings it around the corner. It's like literally no issues at all whatsoever with pulling it out of an e-brake slide. Now, what I figured would be a good thing to do is to try racing not only one Focus RSRX, but literally filling up the entire snowpark circuit with the exact same car. So we basically got a ton of Focus RSRXs, Ken Block's exact spec, and yeah, we tore up the snowpark circuit in these cars. Now, when you add the jumps into it, I mean, the jumps basically make it to where, the extra jumps make it to where pretty much any car can make those jumps. I mean, it doesn't really matter how fast or slow you are. Pretty much anything can make those jumps with the extra ramp being where it is. The standard jumps are a little tricky. The standard jumps are a little tricky to make if your car is really, really slow. But if you got that little, ramp for help, you'll be fine. You'll be 100% fine, good to go. Not a problem whatsoever. Now, a cool thing about this car is that it's really good at jumping over people. It really likes that. At least if you get enough speed off the jump, it does. But I will say that if you throw it a little bit too far to the outside of a corner, you will plow wide. And I have no idea why I slowed down right there. That was a little weird because I don't remember I legitimately don't remember doing that when I played through this race. I was like, that makes no sense whatsoever. But anyways, this car, I mean, it's going to be a little bit overused in Blizzard Mountain, obviously, because of the fact that it's, it's the Gymkhana car, it's Ken Block's rally car, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's overused as a bad thing. I mean, I was playing online with Jeep Guy the other day, and we saw these everywhere, and I feel like you kind of expect to see these everywhere, but maybe not, and yeah, jumping over somebody again. That's how this thing prefers to pass people, usually. But you're going to see them. You just are going to see these kind of all over the place. And it's not a bad thing. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, you're going to play Blizzard Mountain. You're going to see these everywhere. Now, last night's live stream actually went really, really well. We actually saw a bunch of these Focus RSRXs in the live stream as well that you guys brought out. So it was really cool to see that. But the live stream last night was really focused a lot on trucks. And then in the last part of the live stream we brought you guys in. And we kind of just played around, did some hill climbs. Before that, we actually did some ice drags with, it was just me and Jeep Guy, and we did some ice drag racing, and that was super, super fun. That I really enjoyed. Although I will say that in this part of the video, because I remember Jeep Guy was driving at this point, and he was like, I need a picture. And I was like, why? And he was like, because. Bruh, why are we not taking a picture? I was like, fine. But after Jeep Guy took his picture and he was done, we ended up being able to get back to the race. And I think honestly, what I really liked about this car more than anything is because we both drove it. Jeep Guy drove it, I drove it, and I think it's one of the best cars in the pack. I think it's one of the best cars in the DLC, and it definitely goes a long way to making this DLC worth it because this car, not only does it kind of, fulfill that whole, the whole Gymkhana fantasy world almost, but it's a legitimately fun car to drive. Now, I do enjoy the Subaru a lot. The Subaru is really, 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 really fun. But this also is super fun because of the fact that, like, this thing, you can tell they just strapped a microphone to it and recorded exactly how it sounded, and just kind of, you know, just kind of let it run. Because literally at idle or revving or just going along in the race, this thing literally sounds exactly like that car. Like, you can't take these two and separate them. Like, well, you kind of can, but it's very hard to separate this thing from the actual one, just because it sounds so good and it sounds so close to how it literally actually sounds. I mean, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, jobs that they've done in Forza of replicating an actual car sound. I mean, it's just that good, and it literally makes that much of a difference in I think the overall experience of driving this car. I think it makes a big difference in the overall experience of driving it, and it makes a difference in, I think, the overall just kind of like immersion and how you feel about the car when you're driving it. I think it's just a really fun car, and we're gonna be moving on to some more in-depth videos on like with live comments, stuff like that later on. But this video was actually, I recorded at a Jeep guy's house, and I wanted to get some gameplay out with this car to you guys because I know a lot of you guys probably wanted to see it. And just driving around, racing, other than, you know, like the first initial like drop-in mission. So if you guys enjoyed this video with gameplay of the Focus RSRX, don't forget to hit that like button. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. And the videos coming soon, again, will be, some of them will be post commentary, some of them will be live commentary. And also, if you didn't see the live stream video that I posted earlier today, basically the entire live stream from last night is up for you guys to watch now on my channel. So you can go back and check that out if you want to as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.